man, you already know what the puff's going on. It's your boy Smokey P, and I'm here with
Late Night Trey, Sean Mack, man, already.
yeah, man. You already know how we doing it, man. We in here feeling real wavy, man. We got the pops in the back. We just chilling on the big comfy couch, man. We here to talk this music and this cannabis shit. So I had to come tap in with my boy Late Night Trey. Tell the people the label, man. Tell the people
so
about
Late
the label.
Night's the label. What we do, we just make music for the city of Las Vegas, Nevada. With my artist Sean Mack right here.
Yes, sir.
Pretty much, I just run the operations on the inside, whether it be engineering, giving a hook, verse, whatever the case may be. Just ultimately helping and just showing love to my team.
Playing that pivotal role.
Yeah, exactly.
So that person we can count on to hit the little clutch shot when we need it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got my boy Matt coming through. Yeah, you coming through, heavy hitter. I heard some of the tracks on my way over here. I was definitely feeling the vibe of what you got going with your music. So I'm really excited to talk with you guys and see how we can really expand on the culture out here with this music shit, because we know a lot of people don't look at Vegas bed for culture and music, but yet then everybody comes here on holidays and spends a lot of money, and we're a big tourism spot. So it's like, how can we start to get some of our musicians some of that tourism shine when they come out here and really start to circulate this music out here? You know what I mean? That's a big mission. So I do want to speak on that with y'all. But first, let's start with you and catch people up with how everything started. What was like the story behind you? Because I know you're a young cat. I don't want to talk about your age. You're younger than me. But let's just talk about you being on your young CEO shit, really trying to elevate. Like, how did that all come about with you wanting to start your own label, with you being a musician, and then tell me how you linked up with him, and then we can bridge those two together.
I mean, really, it's just you see people who are successful, right? Ultimately, the music moguls of the world, your P. Diddy's, your Jay-Z's, your Kanye West. I found that fascinating at a very young age, especially Kanye. He's crazy. He's one of those outlandish
Old Kanye is way better than new Kanye, even though I still fuck with new
Kanye kind of crazy. Yeah, we
ain't
even gonna talk about new Kanye, but we gonna talk about, at the end of his peak, like 808s and Heartbreaks before he went off the deep end. Yeah. But I just started producing, man, around 13, you know what I'm saying, and ultimately just really taking it serious, like, spending like 8 hours a day just trying to perfect it, you know what I'm saying, trying to get that 10,000 hours in.
My bad to cut you off, but if you think about like the evolution of how things work, like I remember, just to speak on our age, we're not too much far different in age, but just to think on back when I was 13, 14, music was just becoming bigger for younger artists. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Now, if you go back into your generation now, if moving ahead a couple years, it's like, okay, we've seen a lot of big artists who are now younger coming up in the scene. So now it's giving the younger generation more, like want to more in my, I'm trying to, more desire to want to reach for those type of goals, to be in music and know that it was something that they could reach at a young age. So is that something that influenced you, do you feel, like to see the younger generation around your time coming up, or you just felt like music was something you enjoyed? Like, did that not play a factor into you?
No. Music was very personal, because I got older siblings, you know what I'm saying? Like, my oldest sibling was born in 88, so it was just music and, having that old school sound and just the catalyst alone of my parents, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was just the foundation piece alone. That's what made it whole. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't need anybody to, push me there. It was just, I want to find my own alley just because this is what I'm interested in. This is what separates me from the whole, living. So that's how that really got started.
Okay. Yeah. And then I cut you off on your story about the starting of the label, as far as like, with you being an artist yourself, how did that whole thing come about?
The label and my name itself all kind of developed into one thing. Late Night is a very simple name, you know what I'm saying? It's just really because I'm just up. I'm always working. It's 24/7, you know what I'm saying? It's it's speeding, you know what I'm saying? The label itself is just a team full of guys who just like that. We just moving. We're not trying to sit here and be content with where we are. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to 100% maximize what Vegas can do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the guys that I have are just incredible at what they have going on.
Now, you said guys, is there a team of you guys? Like, what does the Late Night roster consist of?
We got a couple artists on there. I won't say no names at the moment, but yeah, ultimately we got a great group of guys who are just eating. like just really doing what they do, perfecting their craft and honing their skill, and you'll be soon to see them.
Okay, so y'all definitely cooking something up for the rest of the year and moving forward.
A whole lot of gumbo.
Yeah, a lot of gumbo, a lot of mixture.
A lot of
whip.
What do you call what lane do you does your music fall into?
I mean, personally, myself, I'm a freak when it comes to music, as you could say. Like, I really don't have any limits. It's just really what the vibe is, because there's so many artists out here. I feel like me being a young artist today, right? There's a lot of people who don't necessarily want to take that leap into something that they're uncomfortable with, because everybody wants to sit in their comfort zone. I don't want to be in that comfort zone.
Right.
I want to go work with John Mayer or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Names further. You know what I mean? It's just my personal opinion. So music can be everywhere for me. Ultimately, the top ground is rap, though.
Okay. Now, with your guys' connection, when did you guys connect, and when did you feel like you guys teaming up was gonna benefit the both of you guys? When did you guys know, like, let's do this, bro?
Man, I honestly would say, man, sorry to cut you off. It was like I said, a spiritual connection, man. Because at the time I was looking for a producer, I was like, man, I need a producer in the studio to get to where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was working a job. Somebody told me to come work at another job. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, like double the money. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I get there, and lo and behold, exactly what I asked for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't it crazy when it happened like that? When you ask, but that's low key. You be speaking about this kind of stuff through the power of manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you want something bad enough, and that's all you think about, and that's all you talk about, it's gonna happen. It has to. Right. Like, and you. Oh, if you don't believe, you won't keep doing it. But when you believe, you know over time the right thing's gonna happen. And just like how you walked into that position to meet him on someone that's grinding to help trying to get his team and the people around him, it's like, you know what I mean, that unselfish player, like a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Really trying to facilitate. And that's really what I think is what Vegas needs to be working better on, is like trying to facilitate for one another. I understand everybody's trying to win, but at some point, some of the people that's all trying to win got to team up and figure something out. You know what I mean? Create some music, create a little tour, something. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just want to start. I've been seeing the formulas from other places. Like, I pay attention to Thizzler a lot up in Northern California. I listen to these different outlets right now who have music that's jumping. Music out of Northern California, if the music is good, it gets picked up quickly. You know what I'm saying? And I want that same type of reviews and type of things that happen down here in Vegas, because we're starting to have that database of people who will listen to the type of music that we're looking for, that needs to be developed and cultured down here. But it's just, we got to develop that sound. And I felt like when I was listening to his music, I felt like you brought that sound that you feel like you would hear other places, but it's right here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was like, oh, okay, my boy is from Vegas. He doing this in Vegas? Okay, yeah. That's what I like to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to a couple of the local artists, but none of it really like entertains me. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. Like, I'm like you say, we elevating. We want to listen to higher end shit, man. We smoking higher end weed. I want to start hearing higher end music. You know what I mean? A lot of people out here want high end this, high end, but then listening to C grade ass music. Like,
I call my shit high end trapping, like my grade of music.
See, that's perfect. High end. That's what I'm thinking. Like, when I'm hearing, I'm like, yeah, okay, I fuck with this vibe. This is the type of music I'm getting to. So, you know, when I think about the sound that can be developed, it's really just about creating a sound that's hot, and then that's going to, like, where it's from is going to cultivate, like, damn, that came from Vegas. Oh, my niggas making sounds out in Vegas. That's really all it's about. It's not so much about, oh, Vegas needs to create a sound. We just need to get artists who have a sound out that not being heard. You know what I mean? Because I see your platform. You have a growing page. You definitely already done some other interviews with other outlets. So I definitely feel like you navigating the right paths to be heard. We just need to start cooking up more shit, more business opportunities. And since the music, I feel like, is definitely coming from the artists out here, we just need to start packaging it in a way to where we can get y'all shows.
So I was just saying.
That's
before you can.
Really. Man,
I gotta start looking at it as an artist, man. We a TV. And Best Buy. You feel me? Now, how we make ourselves look better than the TV next to us. Right. You feel me? We gotta start looking at it as a rapping, like, once you get to that point of actually being able to, you know, rapping like it's easy.
Yeah.
Now it's the business. It's everything that we didn't want to do. You know what I mean? All that shit that we said was bullshit. It's not bullshit. That's how we gonna feed our family. That's how we gonna eat.
Yeah.
And get longevity. I just learned that we supposed to get paid damn near 3 times off one song.
Yeah.
Like,
what?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. 3 revenues coming in.
You feel me? Like, off one song. Like.
See, and that's something too that a lot of people don't understand when they do this music shit is like, if you really want to prosper in this shit, you gotta be well versed and understanding like, oh shit, I'm supposed to get paid 3 times. Like, instead of just putting your shit on YouTube or SoundCloud and then, you know, not have your, I don't even know all the ASCAP and the different BMI and the different things attached to your music and your name, you're not gonna get paid correctly. So you're really cheating yourself. So it's one of them things where if you are trying to aspire to be an artist that's getting paid for this shit, you gotta have all your ducks in a row. It's not just, oh yeah, let's get in the studio, make a song and put it out and it's gonna blow up. Like, nah, even if it blew up, if you didn't have all your shit in order, you're not getting a cent. Yeah. Like, as much as you think you're entitled to it.
Yo, work ethic is there. You want it, but your intent isn't there.
And that's why we gotta you know, school them up first. You know, a lot of when you see people with a lot of energy and a lot of go, you want to sometimes help and steer them in the right direction,
right?
And I feel like you definitely a person who's trying to help steer the people around them in the right direction to where y'all can all eat. And I like that formula, bro, because really nobody out here is doing that. Like, I see people got labels, but it's just like them and they boys. Like, if you really got people around that you cultivating and you linking with, and you do, that's, come on, bro, that's real.
I gotta go.
I really see the entrepreneur in you and the push, because some of these cats they're not even pushing their own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just like, I want to see people win. I'm all for it, but I know what it takes to even get there. So if you don't show me that type of effort, and sometimes maybe that's why I even get turned off from Vegas artists, is because like, I don't see the effort. I don't see the want to. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know if it's because of the demographic out here in Vegas. I don't know if it's the coronavirus, because everybody blaming everything on the coronavirus. So maybe your music not taking off because the coronavirus. I don't know, man. But it's just one of them things where if the effort's not there, why would people take the effort to want to go click your music? Like, I gotta see that. Damn, okay, if he showed me a preview of a dope video where I think he spent some cool little bread, yeah, I might be interested to see that. Why? Because I know off rip, oh, he invested some money into this. It's probably worth looking into. It's not like some cheap, like, oh man, he just shot it at the crib, got a little light, and you know what I mean?
You gotta keep that same energy, man. The same energy as if this damn MacBook, you feel me? Like, you trying to buy this, they gonna present it all the way. They not gonna be half-assed in any place. You feel me? It's gonna be all the way solid. You feel me? They're gonna be all the way professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be able to send something to their house. You know what I'm saying? Or have a foundation. You know what I mean? Have a foundation of really just building and understanding the steps, and you can't jump. And when you jump, you gotta go back and fill in them other steps, because that shit all linked together. You feel me? Like, it all come back around in a circle.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's where people starting to fall off on that part. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, I'm gonna step back from the business, and we're gonna get a little bit deeper on you, so people can understand where your music is coming from. Because even I still need to get more familiar with who you are, and because I heard some of the music, and like I said, I was feeling the vibe, I was feeling the production. Like, I see the culture around. You definitely seem like you're a wavy individual into a lot of the things that I'm into as well. But like, what do you feel like has developed your sound? Because I remember you said it was high-end trap earlier. So explain like the influence behind your sound, and you know what I mean? Just give us a little bit of insight.
Originally from St. Louis.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Came out here early, man. Like I said, early like 2000s. You know what I mean? I say my sounds it's trap based. You know what I mean? But I guess going through life, it, you know, altered to more of a motivation. You know what I mean? I want to give it to you on that. What could happen too? Yeah. But this shit is good too. Like, game. Exactly. And you know what I mean? Like, just taking that ego out and feeding your people. You know what I mean? Like, it's with the fans. Like, just even with the fans, it's crazy how somebody won't tell you something because they think you will be fucking with their fans. Like, we not even talking about the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, just trying to just doing me. You know what I mean? And figuring out my own lane and pretty much how to present it to these people in a way that they'll listen. You know what I mean? Like RP, Nip, you feel me? Shouts out to E40. You feel me? But they've been doing it. You feel me? Like been trying to really go back.
Yeah, I really heard you speaking on the track like it was like that shit where you. It's not like you're not rapping, but it's like you talking at the same time, but with a flow, and I was really feeling that shit. And then like everybody's on the designer drip wear right now, so like that wave, I'm very fond of that wave as well. So like, I see it. You know what I'm saying? You live it. Like it's just like I just came over out the blue, niggas dripping, niggas is all okay. All right, this is how we living. And so when you hear it and then you see it, it correlates, it matches. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely an artist that when you dropping projects and you dropping music, I can say firsthand, yeah, I'm fucking with my nigga Music because he really lived that shit. He really is doing what he's talking about on the track, and it's a different sound than what these artists out here are talking about and rapping about. Like, I'm really not into the gang banging type of music, so that shit really don't move me too much. You know what I mean? I'll listen to some of the shit here and there, but as a whole, it's not something that moved me. So like that motivational, that getting to the money, that getting to the bag, that's the type of shit that I'm fucking with. You know what I mean? And definitely it's about exploiting. I don't want that to sound bad, but every time you hear exploit, people, oh my God. But you want to exploit your lane that you know how to navigate. And sometimes when these rappers get on here, they don't exploit the right lane. They over here perpetrating on another lane, saying shit that they don't need to be saying, and then it's like, well, bro, I thought you was about this, and like keep it that same energy throughout your music, and I think you'll grow. That's somebody I take that lane from is Spitta.
You're right.
Just staying in his lane, staying consistent with what he lives and what he talk about. And it flows, and people know it's real, and it's authentic. You know he really lived that. So when you can rap and it's authentic, it just come across a little different. You know what I mean? And over time, the real gonna notice that. So all you got to do is stay consistent with your grind and keep navigating the way you've been navigating. Because like I told you before, I've been seeing you moving around and doing a little bit. So it's just about y'all continuing to work together. I want to start working. I'm in cannabis, but I still want to push the music. As much as the cannabis is important to me, the music is just as important as well. Right. So it's just like if we can all work together and start putting plays together for people to win and put some shows or put some songs together where, man, you need to be having this. This is the sound you're looking for. My boy got the sound. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it's about. Not being selfish with who got the wave and who's bringing something different to the game, because that's what I like. Now that I've been listening to music right now, I don't know how y'all feel, but it's just like when somebody sounds different, I like that shit. You know what I mean? Like the rest in peace XXXTentacion. Like I was late to him, but when I heard him, I was like, Moonlight. Right. I was like, okay. I like this kind of shit, and it got me hip to that kind of sound of music, and I was like, okay, this is dope. So you know what I mean? That's all it's about, is really just bringing that different sound to the game. And you have that different sound for Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely are, there's obviously players in every lane, but you bring something that I feel like we could get behind, and we could be like, yeah, this is that. Because you're talking about the shit a lot of niggas in Vegas is doing, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I've always like been like, when they're like, oh, Vegas don't have a sound, or they don't, like, they don't have culture. Like, no, we got culture. It's about getting to the bag. I don't know what culture y'all got and where y'all from, but the culture in Vegas.
I call Las Vegas a rubber band.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because there's so much money in here. Just right here by itself.
Right here, man. Like, it's close. It may not be the most in the country, but as far as how tightly it is, like, it's money here. So it's like
Vegas is on its developing ground, and that's what people don't understand.
Yeah,
Vegas is deep in like a movement right now, becoming its own territory.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? As far as the music industry in Vegas blowing up, I say give it about 5 years, like really a 5-year maximum for it to
NBA
pop off on that. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
How do y'all feel like the NFL coming out here? Is that gonna add to the music getting any bigger with the being an increase of people coming from Cali, or what?
It has to.
I say that definitely because of the fact that the players are gonna see the talent, because it's right here.
Yeah, right.
And one thing about Vegas, we're gonna put it right in your face when it comes
to
performing.
Right in your face.
We deep when it comes to performing. We got niggas for days. We got women. You feel me? We got days. So it's like they gonna have their pick. They gonna have their pick, and it's not just gonna be one player. They gonna be like, damn, shit. You feel me? Like, definitely.
When we were speaking earlier, you told me you had some new projects coming up soon. You want to update us on, you know, what you got coming forward so we can be aware. I definitely want to try to push that for you as well. So like, keep the people up on what's coming next, so we can for the people who don't know, maybe tell us some older projects or older songs that we can go look up that's on right now.
You can go follow me on Instagram, Sean Mackin, SeanMaccin. My info, follow the bio, take you straight to the music. You know what I mean? Right now I'm about to drop Project 88. Pretty much
what does that stand for?
It ain't even just, it's right now it's just kind of it's the alley-oop. You feel me? That's really what it is. Cause I got Free Game coming after that, Free Game 2.
Okay.
You feel me? I dropped Free Game, the original, right before I got locked up.
Okay.
Didn't really get to drop it the way it was supposed to. Came out, tried to drop it again, but feel like it fell on deaf ears. But
we back now.
We back. Yeah. I figured out what I did wrong. I updated the sound. You feel me? Like being gone 2 years and coming back to rapping, like damn,
the game changed fast, bro.
Like, and I think that I've been doing it, so it's like damn, like that ain't it. Like damn, I gotta go back and really figure this shit out. Like you know what I mean? Like, and because it's not about just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get money off of this shit. I'm trying to get the people to actually listen to me. Like,
it takes some time and planning, man. This shit ain't just hop on the beat and let me spit some bars. Like when you really trying to get to the bag, this shit is deeper than that. And once you see it as that, that's when you know what I mean. It'll be treated as such. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, like he was saying, the sound. 2 years, man. Like my boy, not to get too far off subject, but I was kind of disappointed in my boy Gunna's album. It was like the sound was cool, but it just was like it was the same. He didn't really update. He didn't bring me nothing new to the table, and it was just kind of like come on. I felt like he was trying to like starve the drip from everybody and not give anybody the drip that he dried it up and it didn't come out the way he wanted to. He was trying to hold on to it, and then I felt like the album didn't come out as planned, and that's because he waited so long in between. Because the music is like with music, it's like the sound moves by what's hot. It's not by what different sounds are out there. It's what sounds are hot. Because other people, like you say, XXXTentacion style was out, but it didn't really get hot till Drake used his style on the song, and then he got caught up in that little like, oh man, you was using my shit, and then that style became extra relevant, and then XX blew up because his style became relevant. It's about what's hot, what's out, and what people are playing and listening to. So like your sound could be being reviewed by bigger artists who are like, oh yeah, I like, okay. That's usually what they do. The bigger artists, once they shit is played out, they pay attention to the smaller artists making noise. They either find a way to collab with you or find a way to bite your style in their own way and then bring it to the forefront. And then that's when the fans be like, oh, that's my boy, what's his name style? He definitely jocked my boy's style. That's the way the internet work nowadays. You jock my boy's style, and then it get brought to the forefront, and then that's when like that New York drill shit right now. That shit is hot. Like Pop Smoke brought that shit to the forefront.
You said Project 88. That's pretty much what it is. I'm gonna give it to you how y'all like it. I'm gonna still put my sauce on this thing.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? My drill. You feel me? Shouts out Sauce Walker. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna still put it on there. You feel me? Like, and then I'm gonna give you my Free Game 2. You feel me? I'm gonna give it to you from my point of view.
So what's the dates on these dropping? How soon you gonna drop them?
I say Project 88 coming out in a month.
Okay.
And then shortly I'm gonna throw Free Game in, and then I got another one. I call it the 3-peat. You feel me? Like, I'm just, you know what I mean?
We gotta put some dope promotion together for this, man, because you got some. The ideas is definitely there. I'm loving it, like how you got it branded out already. That's how it's supposed to be, and that shit right there. Man, I almost want to say cut the camera, man. Like, we can get straight to it, but yeah, definitely, bro. That's the kind of like aspiration and the mindset that you gotta have with this shit, because the shit is moving fast, and with the music you want to be relevant, but then you say you don't want to give them too much for too long without getting that bag. But if you got the sauce and you got the sound, really you want to exploit that shit and just go at it. I've seen a lot of people like, why would you not make as much hot music with that sound that you know you good at making, and then just over them times be knowing that you gotta either elevate the shit or bring something different, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, some people like artists like the Baby can stay consistent with a certain sound and a certain type of flow, and it's gonna work. So, you know, it's just about, I'm seeing that the music shit is deeper than the music too. I know y'all know that too. Yeah. And it's really about what lifestyle you really living, what you portraying, who you hanging with, you know what I mean? And if the music matches everything, it goes, you know what I'm saying? When everything goes, it's gonna flow perfectly. Right. And that's what I feel with, you know what I mean, with your music and what y'all got going. It's just flowing, you know what I mean? It's naturally, it's not, we gotta do this and that to make us look a certain way. Like, I came over to the crib, this is how it is, this is how you live, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh man, let me go get this, let me move, let me do that, let me do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, some niggas be on camera capping, and we just keeping it real, having a chill time. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes people are gonna see the real and the authentic.
Baby, though, you know,
she helped you out. Interior decorating. This shit feel real like Basquiat type style, man. Can we get a cut? Hey, we're back. Hey, that, you know what? I might have to do that. Like, when we bring. I'm gonna holler at you, Larry. I'm gonna see if I could, you know, use that. On the comeback. When I come back in, you know, gotta let me use that. All right. But I see I want to talk a little bit about the culture I see around here, because I know those are different kind of things that form an artist, and, you know, just different hobbies and shit people into. I see these pops, man. Like, I know a little bit. Is that some Japanese, Chinese shit, or what is that?
It's American, man. It's American.
For real?
Yeah.
Who started that shit?
Funko, man. Funko Pop.
Okay, Funko Pop.
Funko Co, but Funko Pop, those are pops. They make a couple different things like pens, keychains, plates, bowls, you feel me, t-shirts.
What else you collect?
Shoes.
Jordans? I see Yeezys on you.
Like, when I came home, niggas on Yeezys, Adidas was popping. Jordans is on the shelf. I've been buying Jordans my whole life. I got boxes when Jordans was $114. You feel me? Like, so I've been buying Jordans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I come and they're on the shelf.
So
and
it's
Yeezy
like
really
different. Like, what the fuck?
You feel me? Like, but Yeezys, man, and books lately. You feel me? Like,
okay, that's dope. You like to read books as well?
Yeah.
What's a new cop that you would put people on right now? Give people some free game.
E Squared, man. I forgot it's by this woman.
E Squared.
Yeah.
Okay, I think they can find
I
that. E Squared.
Yeah, E with the 2. You feel E Squared, man.
Okay.
Just read it open minded. Just be open minded about it. You feel me? Like, it might.
Do you feel like reading and shit adds to the level of what you can rap about?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And it's funny because I was rapping at it from a point of just an aggressive point of view, and it's like you look at Drake and he just be rapping his life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, his life is just fire. You feel me? Like, but
damn, Drake.
Right. Like, you be
how can he stop making good music?
Yeah, like nah, but nigga just be chilling, like, and I just was taking the approach. I was just taking this shit too damn serious. You feel me? Like, and put more of my personality into the motherfucking music. That's what I've been doing lately. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious, Max Phil.
I feel like that's why a person like we were speaking earlier about Spitta and like people like Larry June, those type of people are winning with their music, because it's like you say, real genuine and personal. Like, you get to know like what they into, and it may, like, artists need to understand that their fans like to buy in like to what they like, you know what I mean? Your solid fan base are gonna be young people, you know what I mean? Not too many older people are gonna be like, oh my god, like, sometimes they are. If the music is good, they gonna like your music, but you gotta get that solid young base of people to like your music. So when they can like really tie in their life to the shit you're doing, buying your merchandise, and really associating themselves with the brand beyond the music, that's where you really capture them.
Shouts out to my nigga Craig. Right. He the one that told me. He said, bro, I had just released 7 fans of Spinning Grams.
Hey.
Trapped out. He said, bro, you rap, bro, but everybody can't relate to what you're talking about. So that's when free game came. The other side of it. You feel me? The side of, you know, you could relate to. You feel me? Like, people could relate to. Shout out
Fronto Leaf.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah. All over the place, man.
Yeah, and cater to the people. You feel me? Like get something that they can understand and they can relate to when they're young, and the younger I can relate to too, and try to steer them in a different route. You know what I mean? Like
that's some real shit. I want to hear some of this new shit, man. Like you got me
hyped
hyped
right here, man. Right here.
Oh shit.
The way I've been living ain't been right. Trying to get my kids and my knots right. Trying to get my soul and my mind right. I can't stop trapping till mom's right. While I'm in the studio with late night. So pardon me, I ain't got time. Cause I'm tired of paying bills and seeing scale lights. I'm tired of seeing sales in them grave sites. I'm tired of rolling woods with my tears in them. I gotta find another way, I'm talking big business. Gotta set up an account for my man's children. Cause they really don't understand how the feds did them. I done sent them 2 books, King subscription. My partner forever, got whatever you need. That shit on my mind and the land plan beats. Something they know, they ain't knowing me. I put my heart in this shit, you ain't noticing me. So I said it's cool, remix the recipe. One man team, me pushing me. And niggas like that's how it's supposed to be. But I'm talking to ones that's close to me. Been broke with me, grew old with me.
Hey, man, y'all better step y'all shit up!
That's family. I don't know, it might just be me.
So listen to me very closely. Here's the messed up stuff. The messed up stuff is when you mess up your life, you create a pattern.
they got a certain perception on how shit gonna be, and you know what I'm saying, how shit gonna turn out, and it's just like let's do a show all the way right. Like let's present it on every standard to where you couldn't even judge who's presenting it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Flyers,
you know what I mean? Like you
like people in Atlanta make shit big for even the local artists that's big in their city, but they'll get the flyers all put up. Everybody will come out for it.
And not do it that cheap way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go about it like you would not know who's presenting it. You know what I'm saying? Like taking that judgment off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes we hinder ourselves, you know what I'm saying, mafias, muffins and shit like that. Like just let's you know, put it on that platform, bro, just some regular shit. You know what I mean? Like present it professionals, present it right. Right. You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm saying. Like, and I feel like that would change a lot of people's perception of things. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So with this coronavirus, I'm gonna bring it up since this is my first interview during the coronavirus. So I wanted to speak on it a little bit as far as like how it's affected you personally, or you know, maybe what you've done during this time, being a little bit more like, I don't know if you've still been getting out like that, but as far as like, have you been able, the music that you're talking about that you're putting out soon, these tapes, is that music that you've worked on during the quarantine, or was this some projects you've had going? Like,
all of it was during the quarantine.
Okay, so all this has been quarantine raps.
All of this quarantine raps.
Ooh, I'm excited. See,
man,
I was saying, I was like, man, when this is all over, I can't wait to see like what artist drops one of the, you know, best like quarantine mixtapes and shit. So I know a couple artists have dropped some shit, but I ain't really heard too much. I want to hear some shit. So with me being excited about, you know, my anticipation with your project and shit, I'm gonna definitely go check that out and make sure we get that out to the people, bro, because I'm digging the sound. You already see I'm jigging to the music already, so I feel like you could definitely push it. It's just all about the game plan. I talked to a lot of artists on my show that I believe in. That's why I even had them on my show. Like, I have some people that do some dope music, definitely. So when I have you guys on the show and we talk and we really, you know, try to push your movement and put you on that platform, just know that I'm 100% behind you guys, and I want to see you prosper and do well. So like, anytime y'all need something, y'all want to tap in, y'all need any type of support, pushing something, post something, always holler at me. I'm gonna definitely be behind you, because I definitely understand the importance of y'all trying to get up. Because if somebody come out of here and get big, not saying there aren't artists, you know, no disrespect to any artists that are doing big. Like, I know there's D Cross is a big name from out here. They got the Sox. There's a couple big artists. I like
a lot of artists.
There's a lot of gut artists that have been picking up. But when I say picking up on a major scale, it's no disrespect, but we know what artists we're talking about. I want to see one of our artists. Oh man, Dizzy Wright, man. Dizzy Wright is one of those artists on a major scale. So when I talk about that, look at Dizzy Wright and follow a format of how he made it to the top, because he was definitely working his ass off. And it took time for him to like really be on that level of like, once you've seen it with certain people, you was like, oh damn, Dizzy Wright is really on. So it really happens that fast. It's just about being consistent, putting out great music, networking, and elevating yourself. Each album he elevated, he networked, he got around different people, had different features. So I think at this point you developed your sound and you got your shit going. Now it's about, once you put out these next couple tapes, network with the right people, get the right features on your next tape, elevate with who you connecting with, and the music gonna elevate, because they're gonna be like, oh damn, okay, yeah, Vegas, you doing this? Oh yeah, boy, we moving. And they gonna see the vibe, they gonna feel the vibe, and you just gonna start elevating, bro. Like, it's just one of those things. Don't stop. And that's what I think happens to a lot of artists, is they stop believing in what's gonna happen, because they see, oh man, this artist did this, and oh, how he getting on, man. Just if you keep doing you're gonna get noticed, bro. And stay consistent. It's like, yo, look at how many people gonna go to the NBA. It's still a limited list, but if you working hard enough and you keeping the dream, those are the players that's gonna make it. Because half the motherfuckers gonna quit on the dream anyway. They're gonna stop working hard because they like, oh damn, I'm right here. I made college ball, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. I went to Duke, whatever. It's cool, whatever. But nah, I don't want to go to the league. Nah, go to the league, bro. I push all my homies to go to the league. He does his film shit. I want him to be the best film man. I'm doing this interview shit. I want to be one of the best interview people to do this shit, man. I want to push my brand to be a good brand, one of the best brands people know. So, like, it's just one of the things, if you're not striving to be the best, I'm not saying it ain't worth shit, but just strive to be the best. Exactly. It's not saying you're going to always be the best, but it's that determination, you know what I'm saying? That makes the difference. That's the attitude, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's really all it is. So when I tell people that, it's not to like throw you off like, oh man, he said I gotta be the best. No, if you're not trying to be the best, then it's really like, what are you doing it for? Because at the end of the day, you still just gonna give your best, and your best is the best. And a lot of people be, you don't give your best. If you don't believe in what you're doing, you're not gonna go to the studio and give your best. You're not gonna put enough money into your brand because you don't feel like my shit's the best. When you feel like your shit's the best, you're gonna invest the money to make sure that it's presented as the best. So that's all you gotta keep doing, bro, is putting the time and effort in that you really want it. It's gonna flourish.
Oh yeah.
And y'all already doing that, so just keep doing what you're doing. And I don't see nothing, you know, keeping you from that, bro. You hungry, you want it, you on a path. And a lot of artists, you know, gotta be that way as well, man. If you listen to the interview, believe in what what you're doing, and just stick it out. Whether it's your sound, sometimes you gotta recalibrate the sound, but believe in your sound, believe in your mission and what you're talking about on the track, and just keep it authentic, and that's gonna ring true all the way through. Like, even if your content gotta switch up, maybe you was talking about this, now you gotta talk about that, because you know it's more true to your heart. So, you know what I mean? When shit come natural, you feel it. You know what I mean? Just like how we in this interview, this shit came natural. It's just a flow of what's going on in our world right now. But I want to wish y'all well, bro. This was a hell of an interview. It was nice connecting with you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I never met this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of them interviews where sometimes I did interviews and I knew people. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know this man. I know my man Late Night Trey, but it's still new to like knowing out what these guys are doing. So this is just new love. This is about really just networking and getting out there. So I want people to know, like, this could be you. If you got something going on, whether it's music, whether it's a business, let's talk about it, man. Let's get it on here. Let's put it out to the people. But I'm behind my boy Mackin right here. Y'all gotta go tell them the IG one more time so they can tap in.
Sean Mackin, SeanMaccin.
And then my boy right here,
Late Night Trey.
Late.
We got smoking, yeah, man, smoking. LATENITETRE, man. Late Night Trey, man.
And we'll tell them the label one more time so they know.
Late Night, man. Late Night.
Y'all got a page for that one yet, or is it still?
We do.
Tell them that one too.
Official Late Night. Follow us on IG. Yeah, man. Check us out.
And you know who we are, Blenders TV. It's your boy Smokey P. It's been another dope ass episode of Puffin' with P. We out.
We on your phone right now. Right now.